एक बार जो मैंने कमिटमेंट कर दी तो फिर मैं खुद की भी नहीं सुनता. Can you do the same? What Salman Khan said in Damang. Can you say to yourself with full conviction, once you promise something to somebody, you don't listen to your inner voices. Imagine, I just promised my child, I'll get you a bike next week for sure. It's your birthday month, I'll get you a bike. Okay? And the child is all happy, right? And then later on, because the days are nearing towards his, the promised land, and then I realized, oh my God, I don't have the bandwidth to buy the bike right now. I don't have the bandwidth to really entertain this kind of a cost right now because I have to have this EMI done. I have to, spend on certain other things. And then I say, sorry, dear. Not this time, but next time for sure I'll buy it for you. That child is shattered. Do you know when we commit as parents, specifically as parents, the world that you create in the child's mind is so beautiful and so energetic. And once we say, no, it's not done, that whole world just comes down. My dear friends, similarly, we would be committing to our partners, maybe to our team members, maybe to our family members. And then if I don't follow through, if you don't follow through, what happens? There is a loss of faith, people get shattered, and trust is lost. Too much, deficit for that one word called commitment. Hence, my dear friends, welcome to the 18th episode of I'm Possible series. I'm Shilpi Khandelwal, and I want to share this topic, commitment, with you and what it means. So commitment, my dear friends, is a very powerful word. If you can follow your commitment day in and day out, what a powerful personality you'll be, because your brain is tuned to follow the commitment every time, whatever be the case and the condition. And when this dialogue, "Main khud ki bhi nahi sunta," it is so important because our inner voice keeps on, distracting us and saying, don't do it now. It's not the right time. You have so many other things. You have so many other problems to face, so many challenges to deal. What if you give this commitment and you follow through? That inner voice is a traitor. So once you have committed to someone, please do follow. Whether it is a small thing or a big thing, doesn't matter. The intensity that the person receives is the same. And if that person doesn't receive that commitment from you, that intensity too is the same. So my dear friends, literally, let me tell you, it's my story. I realized that I have been making some frivolous commitment, all right, to people around me, just to make them happy, just to make them, feel good. And I go in the good books. When I realized the repercussion, when I saw the reaction, I felt, it's better not to expect. It's better not to put expectations in other person rather than, just ignore the person's expectation. So I came up with one small formula for myself. One, that when I commit, I have to ensure that I do it. All right. So this follow through is non-negotiable. But in case I am, in all-time high, the transactions with people are going very strong, everything is going great guns. In case I have to promise something then, because the state of everyone is super high, I just share with them, hey, just wait a moment. I will try my best to follow through. But in case I don't crucify me, or give me some time to rethink about the matter and come back to you. So what I do is I buy time rather than commit it then and there. My dear friends, it is a much better powerful state, I would say, when you say, I may be able to do it rather than I will do it. All right? Though I will do it seems a more stronger sentence, but not when you are committing. So, what does it mean? It means that stop sharing expectation and telling people that you will promise, and you promise this and you promise that, and getting the expectation high and getting them feel all gung-ho about certain things for a certain period of time. In case you can't follow through, face it. Go towards a person, match the person's expectation and say, I know you're feeling sad about that it's not coming through, but this is my reason for not really following through. So guys, it's very important that you commit, and if you commit, make sure that you follow through. And if you can't follow through, face the person. And before committing, try to buy time. So there is this 3 segment. When you are in a high state, you tend to become very, very over-promising to people. Buy time there. And if you think you can do it, commit. If you have committed, follow through. In case the follow through, there is a challenge. It could be multiple challenge. Take yourself to the person and say, hey, I'm sorry I can't do it right now, but very soon it'll be done. Follow through. Any service is on commitment, whether it is customer care, whether it is mother's care, whether it is your spouse care. I would request each one of you to understand, we all want to feel safe. We all want to be around with people who we can value, who we can trust. And if I have to create that ecosystem where my family can trust me, my team members can trust me, my colleagues, my associate, whoever I meet can trust me, then I better not, speak much and promise which I can't follow through. In these words, I hope it will help you to understand what commitment can do to you. C stands for communicate with authenticity. Whenever it is, please communicate with authenticity, whether before or after commitment, that doesn't matter, but be truthful to whatever circumstance is happening. O stands for ownership. Owe the commitment. Owe your, even if you have not been able to follow through, owe that, and then you will see the magic happening. M stands for micro remember. Remember that our short-term memory is really short and our long-term memory can go way long, and that is why we don't remember what we have shared in the last 2 days, but we do remember 15 years ago what my friend said that day on that particular time and what did it mean. All right, so let's be very careful on these things. M stands for manage your commitment levels, manage your speech, manage your thoughts. Don't get carried by people, don't overplease people, because for some time you may overplease people, but then in the larger run, you have lost your face if you don't follow your commitment. That is. I stands for inner state. Inner state, please understand, when we are in control of ourselves, when we are in control of our emotions, we tend to be guarded to what we speak, why we are speaking, and hence your inner state has to be very, very stable when there is a high probability of you to get carried away and commit unnecessarily. And T stands for trust. You know that if you follow through, how much of trust quotient you build amongst yourself and amongst your people. It is so important for you to understand this, that commitment, खुद की भी मत सुनो, सच में खुद की भी मत सुनो, आप बहुत बहुत आगे बढ़ोगे. Thank you so much. It was wonderful sharing this with you, something which came off my mind, because I suddenly realized, and I will owe it up to you, that I was making some frivolous commitment, not very harmful, and not at the professional level, but at a very personal level, I was making some frivolous commitment which then I realized was not taking my trust level anywhere. And so this particular episode is a kind reminder to myself. And as I've already shared, this is it. Following through is important. I have started taking care of small things, and that is where I want to be. So please like and subscribe our channel. Do share it amongst your network. I hope this word really makes you feel powerful, because commitment is everything, because that's how we are a strong person in our minds and in this physical world. Thank you so much once again. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.